Very good evening, all. Thanks for joining the session. So I'm Rajesh here. So today we are going to start a Linux administration series throughout the week. In Linux administrations, along with the Linux shell scripting also we will teach in this week. So the class timings will be 8 to 9:30. So this program is including the lab also we are providing morning 10 o'clock to evening 7. So after the class, if you want to practice, next day you can start practice these commands and these lab items. Okay. So the intention of this Linux administration we are taking separately for this week. So we have a very important one of the aspect like you become as a cloud administrator, you become as a DevOps administrator. Okay. So Linux administration is must nowadays. Without Linux, we're not able to clear any interviews. We're not able to manage anything in the real-time concepts. So for that reason, so you guys need to step into the Linux administration. You can learn slowly. Okay. Of course, these many years you have addicted with the Windows administration, Windows operating system. So first, you need to change your mindset to Linux administration. Even Linux also pretty much easy. Okay. And compare with the Windows, Linux is best powerful operating system. So in this particular program, I'm going to cover few concepts today. One is history of Linux. Next one, Linux architecture. Third one, Linux directory structure. Fourth one, Linux distributions. And fifth one, how to install Linux in real-time environment. And how to create a Linux operating system. Okay, in nowadays. So I will show you. So these are the main topics I selected today for the agenda. So step by step, I will help you to understand these concepts in easy way. In case of any doubts, you can raise your hand and you can ask your questions. So initially, I'll be disabling the mute mic section and as well as your chat section also. So between that, I will enable the chat section and as well as mic section. So you can take your mic and you can ask your questions there. I would requesting, so if anyone need any question, just raise your hand. So there's a raise option is available. So presently I'll be down all the hands here. So in case of any questions, you can raise later. So let's get started. The first topic of the agenda of this today class, history of Linux. So generally, so Linux also it's a kind of operating system, just like Windows. So before Linux era, so there is an operating system name called UNIX. So the year 1969, UNIX operating system, which was created in Bell Laboratories. So in Bell Labs, UNIX operating system they have created. There are two most important persons. One is Ken Thompson, another person name is Dennis Ritchie. These two persons, they created Unix operating system in 1969. So Unix is a powerful multi-user, multitasking operating system. Okay, mainly used in academic and enterprise level services. So education purpose and business purpose, in both level, Unix is widely using. And it's the most powerful operating system, and it is a multi-user operating system. And we can run multiple jobs at a time. So after some time, that means after some years, same like Unix operating system, few operating system developed in the society. One is BSD, another one is Minix. One is BSD, another one is a Minix. These two operating systems also somebody was developed, same like Unix. In 1983 to 1991. So between this time, 1983 to 1991, there is a GNU project was started. So GNU project means it is a free projects. So during that time, GNU project create a free Unix based operating system they created. So between 1983 to 1991, during that time, Richard Stallman, there was launched a GNU project, and it is a free operating system, just like a Unix. So GNU provide few tools like a compilers, editors, shells. So we discussed like a Minix operating system, right? Minix is a small Unix-like operating system which is developed by Andrew and Tanaban. So these are the two persons. They are developed the product that is called Minix. So after that, 1991, so actual Linux was developed. So a person named Linus Torvalds, he is a Finnish computer science student. He was developing a new kernel as like a hobby. So August 25, 1991, they developed a 0.01 Linux operating system that was released on September 1991. So official birth of Linux was started in 1991. So 1991, 2001, 2011, and 2021. So 2021, so almost 30 years plus experienced operating system we are going to discuss now. So after the Linux was developed in 1991, between 1992 to 1994, Linux operating system is adopted GNU. That's a general public license. So that was given in a free operating system in the society. Anybody can go and take the operating system. The complete Linux kernel was given in that society. So if anyone wants to develop own operating system, you can take Linux kernel and you can develop your own name. You don't want to develop again from the scratch. So nowadays, especially after 2006, do you know what is the era was started in 2006? Any idea? So Android was developed, and Android's was operating system was developed by a Google company. Actually, Android is also Linux operating system. So nowadays, the power of Linux is 90% of the plus cloud infrastructure, most supercomputers in the world, IoT devices, routers, smart TVs, car infotainment systems, everywhere Linux operating system we are using. Got it? So this is just a small information about Linux history. So do you have any questions? Can you please raise your hand? No questions? Thank you.